There's a reason I don't have a shirt on. And it is not to show my big muscles. That's not the reason. The reason I don't have a shirt on is because I have a pinched nerve from my back to my neck, and it hurts really bad to put a shirt on. I'm eating so then I can take some ibuprofen stuff, because can't take it on an empty stomach. Let's do it like this. Oh my goodness. I'm really good at this. There we go. Hello. Hot. Come on. Oh. Hot. Very hot. It's the steam that's burning me, not the water. Hold on. Does the kitchen have good lighting? This is really stupid that I'm checking, but not really. This is my kitchen. And this is me. Hi. I don't know if you were here when I just said, but the reason I don't have a shirt on is because I have a pinched nerve from my back to my neck. So it hurts to put a shirt on. Unless I didn't put a shirt on. Unless I put like a muscle shirt. That doesn't require that much effort to put on. I am doing pretty okay, other than me having a pinched nerve in my back to my neck. I'm doing good, making myself some food, and then I will be talking about stuff. See, putting on that was not painful. But here, sure. Now I'm wearing a shirt, yes. These are the shorts I wear to bed. This is the shirt I wear to the gym. But it hurts to put like an actual shirt on, because there's a lot more, like putting my arms through the sleeves hurts. Because when I kind of put my arm this way, it hurts. Pinched nerves suck. Here we go. I'm making ramen noodles. And as I'm doing this, I am thinking about what I'm going to say, because the title of this live stream is my thoughts about Charlie Kirk's death. If y'all have not heard, he died. That's unfortunate. Am I sad about it? Yes. Hold on. Am I sad about it? Yes. Is there anything I can do about it? No. But I'm not going to be like super emotional like my mom is, or my sister is, and I'm not going to cry over it. But I am gathering my thoughts, because I need to watch what I say while I talk about this. I can turn that off. Once the noodles are done, I can turn the heat off. And then if you put eggs in your ramen noodles, then what you're going to want to do is instead of just cracking the egg in, put it in a container or a cup, grab a fork, and then just whisk the eggs. And then when you dump this in, immediately start stirring, because it mixes a lot better with everything when it's like water came out of the pot and almost got on my feet. Anyway, I haven't really eaten today, which isn't great. So I'm supposed to be bulking, which isn't going great. Use this seasoning. For anyone who makes ramen noodles on the or in the microwave, you're so uncultured. Also, I add garlic. So what I do is I wait until this is how I make my ramen noodles. I get a pot, I fill it with water, obviously. I wait till the water is boiling, then I put the noodles in for 2 minutes. And that is enough for them to be perfectly done. Then I turn off the heat, add eggs, mix the eggs around, put seasoning in, like the regular seasoning. And then I grab garlic, and I just put a thin layer of garlic over the entire thing, and then I mix it. And the garlic mixes with everything. Instead of just, putting the noodles in here and then putting garlic in, then it doesn't mix as well. So, just a thin layer of garlic powder on top, and then just stir it into it. And it's getting all in the broth and all in the noodles and the eggs and whatnot. And it's mixing super, super well. You'd think this is a video about, or a live stream about me making ramen noodles. It is not. I mean, it is, but it's not in the same way. That's not what I've said. Are you cooking? Yes. Yes, I am. Ramen noodles. It's glorious. I told my teammates that I was going to play with on Call of Duty 6 on my PS5. That'd only be 20 minutes. It's been like 30 minutes. I blame my ADHD. What's up, Terry? Easy does it. Perfect. Why did a light come on in my parents' room? Down that hallway is my parents' room. Down the dark, mysterious, scary hallway. No. You want to talk about dark and mysterious and creepy? The basement before, the basement once I moved in. Once my family moved into this house. That basement was straight up from a horror movie. It was scary. I have it on my live streams. If you go back to a live stream of mine, then it will be on there as I'm pretty sure it's titled The New House Tour. And the basement was was from a freaking horror movie scene. It was scary. And then we fixed it up. And now it looks like this. This is what the basement looks like now. That's what it looks like now. I swear, I might do a before and after on a community post of how much the basement has changed. Hi. I'm just finishing up. My dad is trying to go to sleep, and you can see the kitchen light. I meant to do that. Okay. Here's what I do. When I have put all of the ramen noodles in the bowl, and what I do is I grab a ladle and there we go, and I put 2 ladles worth of the broth in. That's 1. And that's 2. And that might even seem like too much, but it's not. Because what's going to happen is the ramen noodles, the noodles are going to soak up a lot of that broth. And I put that there. And then it's time that I drain the rest of the ramen noodles. Because I want all of it. Strainer right there. I need the mitts. They're over here. I'm so good at this. I dropped it. There's so much of this, especially so much of the egg, that I just don't get in the bowl. Look at that. The noodles are already soaking up some of the broth. There's still a lot of it, but there we go. Let me show you how much I just got. It's got that much more. That's how much more I just got from straining everything. Blech. Hi, Ava. Beautiful. Hi. You know what's funny? Y'all haven't seen me do a live stream ever since the 24-hour live stream. Like, I haven't done a live stream of, like, my face. I've done gaming live streams, but I don't have a camera. My hair is shaking. It's hilarious. Okay. This might have been too much broth. Hi, Ava. I am not going to say hi as long as you're saying hi. What are you saying oh for? Yeah, this might have been too much broth. How sad. I'm just gonna tiny spoonfuls of it. This is torture. This is really boring. Doing this. Glorious. Pink knife. Beautiful. Do I know what you did today, Ava? You fell and you hit your head again. At this point, I will start a GoFundMe to get you a wheelchair. Because you are falling way too many times. You said no. Okay, well, what did you do today? Because I have no... That's really, really hot. That is really, really hot. That is burning my ever-loving fingers. It is really hot. My fingers are burning. I ran into a wall. It's my leg. No, it's purple. That sucks. Did you get on video? I'm kidding. At this point, sounds like you're trying to be a stuntman. Are you a stunt person? Are you a stuntman? Not stunt man. It's a stuntman. Like stunt woman. At this point, I'm not believing you. You are a stunt woman. At this point, because no one falls that much. Yes, you keep saying no, but I keep saying yes. At this point, I'm not believing you. You are a stunt woman because you're falling this much and you're not dead yet. How many eggs did I use? So I used 1 egg for each pack of ramen noodles. That's how many eggs. Yes, Ava. My hair is bouncy. It's fancy. Hold on. I'm making myself more food because that ramen noodles isn't gonna fill me up. I need jelly. I don't think there's... You guys did you see that? Aha, it's perfectly fine. Jelly. And a peanut butter. You're welcome, Terry. I just make ramen noodles really, really well. Also, is this good lighting? I need a knife. 2 of them. And 1 spoon. Actually, just 2 knives. Aha. That was loud. When these clanked together like... I'm so great at talking. I kind of forgot why I made this live stream until I just remembered. And I am still going to share my opinion about it. It's going to be a very quick opinion. Because I'm hungry and I want to eat. I make really good peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, by the way. I'll make one for Ava and she'll judge me. I don't know why. Just cause. I mean, or maybe Ava doesn't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Or maybe she's allergic to nuts and she can't have peanut butter. That'd be unfortunate. Make you a sandwich. So you're allergic to peanuts, to peanut butter because of like the oils in it? Because I've actually heard that certain oils they put in peanut butter is what makes them super allergic to it. Someone said something. No, I'm not making toast. I'm making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Glorious. Do you like jelly? Or Ava, do you like jelly? Concord grape jelly used to be my favorite type of jelly, and then it slowly got replaced with strawberry jelly. I still like it though. I mean, I'm using it. Just don't like it as much anymore because I overate it. Like I would just straight up grab a spoon, get a scoop, and just eat Concord grape jelly. That's how I ate it too much. You don't like jelly? That's sad. Do you like bread? You can't have peanut butter. You don't like jelly. Do you like bread? If you say no, we can't be friends anymore. Because we would just have nothing in common. Crumbs. Oh, you have a good reason why I don't like jelly? I would like to know that reason. This is Butler. I zoomed in the camera for a good... Shh. Shh. He doesn't like that I picked him up. I zoomed in the camera for a good reason, because this is actually pretty good lighting on my shoulder. Don't mind me. Just letting my ADHD take control. Yeah. Anyway. When I was a kid, there was this other kid. They shoved jelly down my throat. They said, if you don't eat it, I'm gonna hurt you. You were traumatized by jelly? My egg cooked in the brown. Cool. Are you making ramen noodles the way I'm making ramen noodles right now, Terry? Because if you are, I don't know if I should be honored or weirded out. You are. That's so cool. I'm honored. best way to make ramen noodles, the way I make it, my sister will ask me sometimes. She'll go, "Hey, can you make me some ramen noodles? Or can you like show me how you make ramen noodles?" And I'm like, "You've seen me make it before." And she goes, "Yeah, but you're so much better at it." Because she always does her ramen noodles in the microwave. Ugh, disgusting. I have not cooked my ramen noodles in the microwave for over a year. I only ever do it on the stovetop now. Oh. You have yet to answer my question, though, Ava. Do you like bread? Wait, did you answer it? I don't know if you did. Hold on. Did you? Do you like bread, Ava? Yes. Aha. We can still be friends. Because if you didn't like peanut butter, jelly, or bread, that'd be insane. Hold on. This is the party I'm in. Okay. Now I'm going to share my opinion about the Charlie Kirk thing. Butler? Move. My opinion about the death of Charlie Kirk is, to the people who organized it and to the person who took the shot, the Bible says evil repays with evil. Evildoers will meet their end. God doesn't let it just go by and like, "Oh yeah, I saw that, but I'm not going to do anything about it." And I believe that Charlie Kirk was a Christian. So does my entire family and my entire church. So, again, for the people who just took the life of Charlie Kirk, it is so much more important that we remember that a politician is not the only thing. A politician is not the only one who lost their life. Charlie Kirk's wife and his 2 kids. His wife will never go to bed with her husband again, and her 2 kids will grow up without a father. It's so much less of a tragedy that someone who had a huge impact in politics died, more so than a family just lost their father, and parents just lost their son, and friends just lost their friend. It's so much more that. And I believe the guy who killed Charlie Kirk has been caught, and Trump is pushing the death sentence, along with the Ukrainian girl that was on the subway train or bus, and randomly out of nowhere, a black man in a hoodie just stabbed her in the neck multiple times, and she bled out on the train. And here's the rant I'm going to go on. Here's the thing. I am not being racist. And if for a second you even think about accusing me of being racist, I will kick you immediately. And Terry, you have the permission to kick someone immediately if they start coming here and saying, well, blah, 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 this and that and this and that, because this is going to stay respectful. this conversation, all of this is going to stay respectful. And Terry, you have permission to kick anyone who does not keep this place respectful. I don't know about any of you, right? I don't know how many of you in here are white. I am a white man. If I even dared to say, white lives matter, if I went out in public and chanted, white lives matter, I would be persecuted. I would be called a racist. I would be called everything under the sun by the black community. Everything under the sun. How dare you, you're so racist, you're so this, you're so that, you're so this. But for you saying Black Lives Matter is okay. All lives matter, regardless of who you are. We're all created the same. All of us. We're all people. We all bleed the same. What Christina just said. We all bleed the same blood. God created all of us equal. You are not higher than another. Even politics, even celebrities, they are not higher than others. We were all created the same. For one purpose. To be the same. We're all the same. Regardless what people think. But if I went out in public and I dared to say something like, white lives matter, blah, 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 and I pushed that, I'd be persecuted by blacks and by other religions and by other ethnicities. Because how dare I? And I say that because this black man who stabbed a girl on a bus in the neck multiple times, and then she bled out right there, while all of the black passengers around her did nothing but watched. That man got released by a black judge. Why? Because Black Lives Matter. Look it up. The black man on the bus who stabbed a girl in the neck for no reason and then went off to say, I got that white girl, got released, didn't go to jail, didn't face any penalties because he's black. Because Black Lives Matter. You just killed someone. And because Black Lives Matter, you're not going to jail and you're not facing any consequences. But Trump, people call Trump racist. People call him unjust. People call him this. People call him that. A black man just killed someone for no reason whatsoever. And no one has the balls to put him in jail or give him the death sentence except for Trump. Donald Trump is not a bad man. He's giving a killer the death sentence. Randomly, literally out of nowhere, for no reason, just decided to stab a girl in the neck, and she bled out and died. I don't. I'm keeping this respectful. I don't. I really don't. I respect the black community. Let me correct myself. I respect everyone. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what family or religion you were born from. I will respect you. I'm a respectful person. I will treat people how I want to be treated. I want to be treated well. I want to be treated with respect and kindness. But if you're not putting out that, why should I put out that? Now, love your enemy. Because you may not know what they're going through. Just smile at them. Just look at them. Just make the world a better place. But when people go off and do this and that, people don't see what's wrong with the world. The black community who pushes their opinions onto everyone and criticizes anybody who disagrees with anything, those people, they deserve jail time. They deserve the death penalty. I will say it right now. Not all of them. I'm not saying all black people are bad. I have black friends. and I respect them. I like them. They like me. I have really good conversations with them, whatnot. I have black friends. I have nothing against black people. But when someone goes off and kills an innocent girl, no reason, an innocent Ukrainian girl on a bus for no reason, stabbed her in the neck, and she bled out all over the bus for no reason, and then walks off to his little buddies on the train who are also blacks, and then says, yeah, I got that white girl. That's literally what he said after he killed her. For no reason, deserves the worst of the worst punishment. I hope the authorities, I hope Trump give him a death sentence worth remembering. So brutal, it shakes the black community to rethink that it's not all about them. A black judge defended this guy who just killed a white girl, no reason, because all black lives matter. You just took a life. How does your life matter? How does your life matter if you How does your life matter if you take a life for no reason? And then you have the balls to say all black lives matter. You just took a life for no reason whatsoever. That girl would have had a future. That girl would have gotten married. That girl would have had kids. She would have grown old. She would have been happy. But you stabbed her. And then to justify your crime, the black judge says to the black man, all lives matter, and he gets released. Tell me how that makes sense, and we can have a reasonable conversation. Tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. It does not. That was a rhetorical question. Do not answer it, or you will be kicked. Donald Trump is not racist and a discriminator for giving this man who just, no reason, killed a white girl on a bus. He's not giving this man the death sentence because he is racist and because he only likes white people. She just killed someone. Imagine you were sitting next to your mom on a bus, right? Or your sister, or your friend, anyone. You were sitting next to them, and randomly, out of nowhere, someone you don't know, someone your friend does not know, takes a knife and stabs your friend in the neck multiple times, and you watch your friend or mom or family member, sister, brother, dad, bleed out right in front of you. So much blood, it could fill up gallons, and they're bleeding out right in front of you. What would you do to that person who just killed your friend, or mom, or dad, or sister, or brother? The extents you would go to get justice for the person, for the friend that died, is no different from what the killer deserves, the death penalty. He will get the death penalty, not because Trump is racist, but because he took a life. So his life will be taken. Evil is not repaid with good. You do evil, you have consequences. The Bible says that. That's not just me. That's the Bible. You will not get away with what you do. If you take a life, you break one of the 10 commandments, you commit adultery, if you sin, there will be consequences, because God is a just God and he doesn't let anybody get away with anything because he's just. Trump is being just because he's giving this man the death sentence, not because he's racist, because he killed someone for no reason whatsoever. Charlie Kirk died. People are justifying it. A girl on a random bus, minding her own business, got stabbed in the neck multiple times, died for no reason. Black man went to court, got released by a black judge. Why? Because Black Lives Matter. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how it makes sense. It does not. That is not how the world is supposed to work. That is not how the world is supposed to be. Charlie Kirk was a good man. He was loved by friends, by family, by the politicians. And you know why he died? You know why someone killed Charlie Kirk? You know why someone assassinated him? The reason someone assassinated Charlie Kirk is because he had his own opinion. That is literally the borderline, nothing more than that reason. Someone earlier today, look it up. He got shot in the neck at a rally, went to the hospital, died in the hospital. He'll never go home to his wife. He'll never go home to his kids. He won't watch his kids grow up. His wife is a widow. His kids don't even know what happened. Charlie Kirk died because he had his own opinion. He had his own opinion about politics, about how he thinks the world should work. But not just that. He had his own opinion on life. And that got taken from him. And they had to watch it happen. His wife, last time she'll see him is when he's being lowered into the ground. His kids will not understand until they get older. His kids will grow up without a father. His wife will grow up without a husband and is now a single mom. Probably is being supported very much so she can get by because her husband was just killed. He got assassinated because he had his own opinion about things. That's like me having a conversation with someone. Why Charlie Kirk died is no different than this right here. Let's say I have a friend right here, right? Friend right here. And I'm talking to them about what's better, cat or dogs. This is no different from what happened to Charlie Kirk. Let's say I have a friend that's standing here right now, right? And we're having a debate about cats and dogs. I ecstatically love cats. They very much like dogs. And I disagree with them because I think dogs are stupid. They are. They're just stupid. Are they protective? Yeah. But when it comes to like cognitive skills of cats versus dogs, cats are just smarter. So let's say I say to the friend, I say, yeah, but dogs are just stupid. And then he soccer punches me in the gut because I had my own opinion. That is no different from two people having a conversation about something or two people agreeing to disagree. And then instead of just walking away, minding your own business, okay, you have your opinion, I have mine. I respect that. You respect me, I respect you, blah, blah, blah. They took a life. Why? Because he had his own opinion. That'd be like someone walking up to you and saying, hey, what's your opinion on this? Whatever you say, I will not get mad over. Just let me ask your opinion on this or that. But whatever you say, I will not get mad over. And, respect given, respect earned, blah, blah, blah. And then you give your opinion and they shoot you. Right there. They take a pistol on. That's no different from what happened to Charlie Kirk. No different. Someone didn't like his opinion. Someone didn't like that he was a good influence. Someone didn't like that he was making a good change that America needs. So they killed him instead of just dealing with that we can each have our own opinion on things. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. The Constitution says so. The Bible says so. Doesn't mean I'm going to go shoot someone that I disagree with. How does that make sense? Tell me how that makes sense. How does it make sense? It doesn't. I'm going to read the comments. I have seen people celebrating that he's dead. Hate is not an opinion. I agree. It really is so sad how some people are humoring it. His wife is traumatized. His children won't have a father. He was murdered for stating his opinion. You should be able to state an opinion. Yeah. Also, we don't know who the shooter is. No, the shooter was caught. The shooter... So, the person they thought was the shooter was not, and they released him. But then they found the shooter. And Trump is pushing the death penalty. Same thing with the black man who killed the girl on the bus for no reason. Trump is pushing the death penalty. And anyone who does it, Trump will not hesitate, as he shouldn't. He will not hesitate to give the death sentence to those who take a precious life. Life has meaning. Life has meaning. I'm not going to lie, right? I've been jobless for 3 months. Do I feel like my life means something? No. I feel like if I died, it wouldn't have a very big impact on the world. And it wouldn't. My life would not have a big impact on the world. I am not a person of high power or of high character, right? My life, if my life got taken from me, there would not be a very big impact on the world. But my mom, my dad, my older sister, my little sister, my brother, my friends, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my grandpas, my grandmas, all of them would suffer because a precious life just got taken. People have forgotten that lives matter. Life is not all about you, but people forget that. So much so that they get so butthurt that they go and decide to kill someone because they can't respect each other's opinions. It's stupid. How do you feel about trans people? School, children, and Palestinians. You have freedom of speech. Yeah. It's like people don't even, it's like people forget that the Constitution is even a thing. It's like people forget that we're allowed to have our own opinions. No, but really, how do I feel about trans people? It's fine. You can ask that opinion. I had to work with a trans person at Meyer. This is going to be my most unfiltered everything. So I really hope I don't get canceled for this. I had to work with a transgender named Wayne, real name Christine. Very much a girl. Very, very much a girl. All the characteristics, all of the qualities, everything, right? Girl. But she thinks she's a guy named Wayne. My pastor explained it like this. Trans people think life is all about them. and trans people hate God more than anything. Why? People hate God because they don't like his plan. Thinking that you are transgender is the same thing as this. It's like a transgender person, what they're basically saying, right, in a nutshell, what they're saying is not to the community, is not to their friends or family. What they're saying is to God. It's like saying to God, you made a mistake. You made a mistake in me. You messed up. The person the one who decided that you can even have life in the first place. We cannot breathe without God saying we can. We cannot talk. We cannot walk. We cannot eat. We cannot live without God saying we can. And trying to change that ourselves is like looking at God and saying, you screwed up. You screwed up me. God created everyone for a reason. God creates women to be women. God creates men to be men. Period. Those are the two genders. Men, male and female. Those are the two genders. There's no pansexual and bisexual and I don't even know if those are genders. I don't really care. There's no transgender this or that or this or that. There's no he and her and they and there and God created me to be a man. I believe that I am a man. Am I not? Am I not a man? Right? God created me to be a man. So I am a man. God created a woman to be a woman. So that woman is a woman. Changing God's design on who should be who and what should be what is like spitting in God's face and telling him he messed you up. The one being who can not make a mistake messed you up. So you're going to go fix it. Transgender people are immature. They are selfish. They are, I have to watch my words. Transgender people are immature. They have a mind of a child. They are selfish. They hate God because the one who created you messed up. Yeah, that makes sense. The one who even allows you to breathe said, oopsie, when he created you. Oh, I meant for that to be a woman. I meant for that to be a man. Tell me how that makes sense. God did not go, oops, you're supposed to be a woman. Dang it. I guess I messed up. He's not able to mess up. He's not able to mess up. Read the Bible. Look up any Bible verse. God is perfect. He's the perfect being. He lived on earth 33 years, never sinned. He endured the most excruciating pain imaginable. Pain we cannot imagine. So then you can be what he created you to be. So then he can think of you. So he can give you life. He died to give you life. And you're just saying, yeah, God just did an oopsie on me. Yeah, because that makes sense. That's how I feel about transgender people. They are against everything that I stand for. They're against everything that my family stands for. They're against everything that God stands for. And they deserve to live, right? I believe that transgender people still deserve to live, right? But what they are doing is all about them. What transgender people do is all about them. They don't care about anyone else other than themselves. That's why they go off and do something as stupid and immature and with the mind of a child. Go, yeah, but I'm supposed to be a boy when you're clearly a girl. Tell me how that makes sense. Just tell me, type in the chat how that makes sense. Here's the only thing that you should text. It doesn't. 2 words. It doesn't. Or 3 words. It does not. It does not make sense. 5 words even. We're getting interesting with this. We started with 2 words, then 3 words, and then 5 words. It doesn't. They want us to bow down to a handful of people for their feelings. Yeah. See, this is what I'm going to end off with. My father, like my biological dad, is one of the most influential and best people I have ever met in my life. And here's what he says, right? My dad, I swear my dad writes down quotes to remember them later or something, because he's like a book full of quotes. Here's what he's said to me before. He said, "You do not listen to your feelings. You listen to sense. You listen to your head. Your feelings come and go." Right? Earlier in the day, I was really mad because my back hurts. My back hurts because I have a pinched nerve between my shoulders, between my shoulder blades and up through my neck. So I was mad earlier because I was in pain. Now, because that is what my feelings are. That is because of how I feel in the moment, in a temporary state. That means I should treat everyone like crap. That means I should put my mom, to such a low standard of how she should be treated, as low and as minuscule as the dirt you walk on. Because my back hurts. It still hurts. Don't get me wrong. I have a pinched nerve from my shoulder blades to my neck. I'm still in pain, but I'm in a better mood now. Right? But here's how it would work if we only listened to our feelings, right? We would be bipolar. That's what bipolar people do. They listen and they go off of their feelings instead of logic. Just throw logic out the window. They don't need that anyway. Screw logic. That's still 5 minutes ago. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I'm going to say hateful words to you because I'm in a bad mood because my back hurts. Again, I might sound like a broken record, but it's a good broken record. Tell me how that makes sense. It does not. It doesn't. It does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Four different things you could say. I'm on a roll. Going off of our feelings would be no different from me being in a bad mood because my back hurts and then treating my mom like the dirt I walk on. How does that make sense? How is that good? There's nothing good about that. That's the same thing that transgender people go off of. And that's why you don't go by your feelings. Feelings come and go. I'm in a good mood. I want to be really nice to people. Or I'm in a sad mood and I just don't want to talk to anybody. Or I'm in a bad mood, so I'm just going to treat everyone that I love like crap. I'm going to give as big of a thought to them as the dirt I walk on. I don't think about like what I do when I'm walking. I don't think about, I wonder if I hurt the dirt's feelings. It's dirt. I wonder if that pebble that I stepped on, I wonder if it's okay. I wonder if that rock that I kicked, if it has, like, I should go apologize to that rock that I kicked 20 minutes ago because it's probably traumatized now. Like, I should really apologize to that rock. What do you guys think? That is going off of your feelings. How does it make sense? It does not. It does not. It does not. Hand motions. Make it more interesting. It does not. Yeah. We don't go off of feelings. We don't listen to our feelings. We listen to what is real. We listen to what is mature. We listen to what is just treat each other like you want to be treated. And even if they don't treat you the same way, do one easy thing. One easy thing. Use the most powerful weapon you have, not the gun you have on your side. That's not the gun you have on your hip. Use the most powerful weapon you have. If you get into an argument with someone about opinions, walk away. Your feet are the most powerful weapon you have. Just choose to walk away. It's not worth it. And at this point, I probably won't even tell people how I feel about this or that or this or that. Because I don't want to be shot. That's for sure. This is what the world has gotten to. You share your opinion, you get shot. You share your opinion, you get called racist. As long as you respectfully share your opinion. You share your opinion, you get stabbed. You share your opinion, you get beat. You share your opinion, you get looked down upon by society. By your family, your friends. That's what happens when you share your opinion now. Should it stop you from sharing your opinion? No. Because sharing your opinion is what brings change. Sharing your opinion about things is what stirs people's minds. And that's a good thing. Just do it safely. Don't get excessive with it. Share your opinion. And if you can't have a respectful and calm conversation with someone about opinions, walk away. It's not worth. It's just not worth it. It's not worth your time. That person who disrespects you because you have your own opinion, how dare you? It's not worth your time. It's not worth getting stressed out about. Because tomorrow you're not even going to remember. Because tomorrow you're not even going to remember that it happened. Just walk away. That's what the shooter should have done. The shooter, or the people who set that shooter up, they should have just walked away. They should have never picked up a gun. If they were a decent human being, they would have said to themselves, Charlie Kirk, I don't agree with everything you say, but that's okay. Because you're not going to agree with everything that I say. But we can at least be two mature adults and just respect each other's opinions and walk away. Instead of them doing that, they decided that it'd be a good idea to just shoot someone. Because that's a good idea. Why? Because they have their own opinion. Because that makes sense. Not. That's all, folks. That's all I had to say. And those are my thoughts on Charlie Kirk's death. It's sad because America is suffering, but America also just got riled up. And justice will come for those who do evil. Evil is not repaid with good. Evil is repaid by consequences. And that's what will come to all of the bad people in the world. They will face consequences. They will not get away with what they did. Don't think for a second that they will. They will not get away with what they did. Because we have Donald Trump. And he's not letting people get away with killing someone because he didn't like his opinion. Donald Trump is not letting killers or rapists or arsonists or anyone get away with anything. Donald Trump is what the country needs, and he's making change for the good. And if you don't believe that, stop watching the fake news. Open your eyes to reality and just see what's right in front of you. America is broken. It has been for a long time, but it's at its worst, and that's a fact. But Donald Trump and the good people in office and the good people like me and you are what's making it better. So, yeah, that's all. I'm gonna go now because I'm tired of talking. I think I got all my words out. So, this live stream will be uploaded, and then you guys can go back and watch it if you want. I don't know how long it'll take to upload, maybe like an hour. So, yeah. Okay, let's get back to liking you, Ava. Oh, wait, okay, let's get back to you liking. I don't like Ava. I don't even know how old she is. I mean, I like Ava. She's a cool person. But what do you mean, let's get back to liking Ava? Why do you think I do? You said, okay, let's get back to you liking Ava. And then Ava said, bye. Okay, what? And then you said, yes, you do. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, look what's popped up. The first thing on my feed. Charlie Kirk's assassination. That's the first thing that pops up on my feed. And then look at that. And look at that. It's everywhere. The Charlie Kirk assassination is all over the world now. That's unrecommended. It's everywhere. Consequences will come for those who do evil. It's not because I said it will. It's not because my pastor said it will. It's because God said it would. It's because God said it would. Consequences come to those who do evil because God said it will. That's why. I'm going to go now because I still have food to eat. But thank you for everyone that's here. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe, because I don't know. Anything more serious like this that happens, I'll probably do a video or a live stream about it. So, yeah. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, with that, that's all.